Dear viewers, welcome to today's live session. I'm Dr. Bright, the lead facilitator at the Leadership Mind School. You're welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome. I'm so pleased to have you all join me tonight as we embark on yet another very interesting and exciting session from the Leadership Mind School. How are you all doing? All right. If you are on, tonight we are on across all our social media handles. We are currently streaming from TikTok. We're streaming on Facebook. We're equally streaming on YouTube and on X, formerly known as Twitter. So for those of you just joining or everyone just starting the meeting right with me, kindly indicate by letting me know. Just drop your name in the comment section and let's see where you are streaming from. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all. I can see 3 persons on YouTube already. Okay, some others from Facebook. How are you all doing? Nuhu Abi, how are you on TikTok? How are you all doing? Good evening. I'm sure you're having a nice weekend, and your weekend is about to get better with this special session from the Leadership Mind School. If you're just joining us for the first time, my name is Dr. Bright Omoregie, the lead facilitator and founder of the Leadership Mind School. The Leadership Mind School is an educational platform that was created to give impact to leaders across the globe. Yes, to transform the leadership mindset and to fill in the gap of leadership. So oftentimes we complain a lot about weak leadership, about poor leadership, but the Leadership Mind School is taking the lead in not just complaining, not in lamentation, but in providing solutions to the much needed leadership change across our nations. So we believe that we are so well equipped for this change because, come to think about it, most people complain, most people talk about problems, but very few are able to walk their way out of challenges. So this is no more complaining time. This is solution time. And tonight, I once again appreciate you all. Please take a moment to invite your friends, invite everyone within your network to join this amazing session today. So send this notification to your various platforms, invite everyone to join up, and we'll be so glad to receive all our first time and those that are consistently following the Leadership Mind School teaching. All right, so for those of you just joining, I can see Mama Sophia on TikTok. Let me just take a moment. All right, a moment to recognize all our members that are tuned in right now. Play fire. So please just drop in the comment section where you are watching from. Yakubu Sawu, you're welcome. All right, every one of you, thank you so much. I'm unable to see the comments on YouTube. Okay, I'm unable for now to see your comments on YouTube and Facebook. All right. Just keep dropping your comments. I'm sure we'll get back to seeing them. For now, I can only see comments. I can only view comments from TikTok on our TikTok platform. All right, good. So today we're dealing with yet another very sensitive topic in the school of leadership. That is how to build leadership systems. You will agree with me that everything standing today, everything of note is standing upon a system. Where any organization without system, without functioning and effective system, that organization cannot stand the test of time. Any leadership structure without effective system, that leadership structure cannot stand the test of time. So today, it's my awesome privilege. I'm so excited about this teaching today because it's very, very, very practical to me. All right. So please encourage all your friends, encourage all your mentees, your mentors, all your platform. Please let them know that we are live at this hour, at this moment. So creating structures that will sustain results. In pursuit of leadership, everyone is interested. We are all interested in results, in results. But you need something to guarantee the results. Not just to guarantee the results. We need something that will keep the constant flow. Juliet, you are welcome on TikTok. So don't worry, in the course of the teaching, I will take out time to recognize everyone that is live with me at this hour. So for the purpose of focus, I will just focus on the teaching. After half an hour, then we'll do some recognition. So in case you're joining with an account that perhaps is not with your name, if you don't mind, just drop your name in the comment section. At the moment, I can only view comments from the TikTok platform. But however, please keep your comments coming in on Facebook. Okay, Julia, thank you. On Facebook, on X, and on YouTube. Surely we'll revert back, respond to all your questions, respond to all your comments, and we want your comment to keep coming, especially when a line or anything resonates with you in the course of the teaching. Okay, before going into the teaching properly today, would you just use a sentence to tell me how has it been with you with the Leadership Mind School? Those of you that have been with us this past few months, what's been your experience? Please take out a moment, a line or two. Just drop it in the comment section. How has it been with you at the Leadership Mind School? Iroko Tree, you're welcome. So how has it been with you? Has this platform been impactful to you? Has it been beneficial to you? Have you been enjoying the platform? Just give us the gains. The gains. I want to see that comment coming in now. All right. Let's have the comment coming in. You've been around this platform, so let me have your comments. Okay. Tawakat, yes, I can see you on YouTube. That's good. I think some of the views are coming now. Tawakat, I can see you. Okay, Graver, I can see you. All right, beautiful. Now I'm seeing some of my regular members on YouTube and on Facebook. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very, very, very much for joining this live session again. Juliet, thank you for your awesome comment on TikTok. Please let the comment keep rolling, and do ensure you like, ensure you share. Just do everything that is technologically possible to promote this live session. irrespective of the platform that you are viewing your streaming from. All right. So our core objective for today is very simple. Today is to help leaders. Remember that at the Leadership Mind School, everyone is a leader. We believe that everyone has what it takes to become the leader they desire to be. And that is the kind of society, the society of leaders is the society that becomes functional. Not the society that runs the king and the slave system. No. The society that runs the leadership system, where every voice counts, where every person matters, where everyone has the opportunity and the ability to become who they want to be. That is the society that becomes successful. That is the society that becomes sustainable. So today, primarily, our teaching is to help leaders to move from effort-based leadership to system-driven leadership. System is what runs everything. Even your computer, even your phone, everything is operating on the system. You hear, yes, Mama Sophia, thank you. Everything operates on the system. You hear of iOS, you hear of Android, you hear of Microsoft. All those are operating systems in the world of technology that powers what you see, the hardware. There is a software, the operating system that ensures that the device you are using becomes functional. So today we are helping leaders to move into that realm where they build system-driven leadership that will guarantee results, that will ensure scalability, that will help you to improve and to increase your leadership over time, and that will become sustainable. Any leadership that is not sustainable is not worth its onions. Architect Manners, thank you so much. I can see you. All right, winnings, play fire, everyone. So let's keep liking the video and let's keep recommending it to all our networks. Okay, so participants tonight are going to be equipped with the right tools that will enable them not to stand alone in the journey of leadership. Okay, David Michael, I can see you. With the right tools that will enable them not to stand alone. Participants today will be taught on how to build systems that sustains growth. Systems that sustains growth. Everything functioning today, anything effective today is functioning upon a system. Just like the operating systems I alluded to earlier. You cannot see it. You just hear Android. What is the Android in your phone? You say this one is Android phone, this one is iPhone. The operating system. You cannot see it, but the effect of those things, you cannot deny them. So how you learn how to build systems that will sustain your growth. And lastly, participants will learn how to reduce dependency on individuals. The worst that can happen to you, my brothers and sisters, is to build your leadership depending on another individual. Rather, okay, in another case, to build your life having to depend on another person. Just yesterday, I was having a conversation with someone. I said, wow. I said, thank God, men are not God. Did you get that? Thank God, all right. Thank God, men are not God. Thank you, everyone on TikTok. Thank you. I can see you all. Great interaction. on TikTok. Great interaction. Thank you, everyone. Yes. All right. So I said, thank God, men are not God. Just imagine this world we're living in. If men were to be God, if men were to be God, just think about it for a moment. The way the world is currently structured, and this is the reason why you as an individual, you as a leader, you as an organization, you must build systems. You must be interested. You must get the skill sets, the ability to build your life, to build systems around your life. My sister, Omidami Lola Alex, you're welcome. So, to build systems around your life. Because if men were to be God, in fact, you won't even have the opportunity to be on this live session today. So the world we're living in is in competition with systems. It's in competition with systems. Look at it. Let's go back to the technological world again. Almost on an annual basis, most of the technology giants, they keep upgrading their devices. The automobile, also to the automobile world, they keep upgrading on an annual basis. Why? Systems competing for growth, competing for progress, competing for economic control. So, as an individual, the question is, what systems? What system are you building? Do you have a system? Do you have an idea of what? Thank you, Architect Manas. Thank you. Do you have, in fact, the TikTok family is our boss tonight. Thank you very much. Do you have an idea of what it takes to set up a system, to build a system around your life, around your organization, around your leadership? Because the system you build is the system that will uplift you. The system you fail to build is the system that will pull you down. I hope you got that. The system you build is the system that will uplift you. The system you fail to build, for whatever reason, is the same system that will pull you down. So listen, many leaders, most leaders, they are working hard, but they are not building structures. Okay, I love teaching with illustrations because illustrations helps to create a picture. You know, in this world, someone said to me a few days back, thank you for the follow on TikTok, thank you. Someone said a few back that, wow, he loves the teaching, the writing, our daily write-up on Facebook. He said, but people love to watch more these days than to read. I said, yes, you are very correct, but if you are familiar with reading, you should know that we need to get our reading culture back. That people barely read, hardly read today because of what is trending. What is trending is not what will last. So we need to be encouraged to build our leadership on systems that will last, not that will trend. Trend comes and goes, but systems built on principles will tarry longer than trends. So many leaders are working hard. I don't know if you are in the category of those leaders working hard, but I want you to migrate intentionally From the leaders that work hard to the leaders that work to building systems. You see, if you don't build system around you, you won't even know when things are going wrong. You won't even know if you are doing well or not. You won't even know how to checkmate yourself. So the subject of system can never be overemphasized. So every time leaders stop, listen, every time leaders that don't build system, anytime their times ends, whatever they were building stops with them. Leaders that don't build system, anytime their time ends, they have their time in an organization, their time on earth, everything about them stops. And this should not be. As a matter of fact, even me saying this now, a couple of leaders that have come and gone just coming into my memory, and I'm sure likewise you, some great leaders in the business world, in the spiritual world, they were doing so great, but suddenly either upon their exit from a position or upon their demise, everything just stopped like that. Listen, brothers and sisters, dear participants, that is not leadership. That is not leadership. That is dependency. So true leaders should build systems that will continue working even when they are not more there, even when they are long gone. So today, leadership system is what I want it to echo in our mind and in our hearts. Please type in the comment section. I want to see this comment. I will develop my leadership system. Let me see the fastest person to drop that in the comment section. Yinka, you are welcome. On Facebook, you're welcome. Augustine on YouTube, you're welcome. Chigozie on Facebook, Miracle, thank you, you're welcome. Mama Sophia, Architect Menas. Architect Menas, I need to know you better. Let me see your real full name. Let me be sure and give you accord you the necessary mention. Thank you. Thank you, Menas. You're the first to drop the response. I will develop my leadership system. Splayfire, I will develop my leadership system. Moyoshore on Facebook, I will develop my leader. You see, there is power in writing. Writing, when you write, because before writing, what you are writing already came into your mind. So when you, in all probability, what you write down can hardly be erased from your heart. So we must also be encouraged to develop writing culture, just as we are encouraging others to develop reading culture. Not just the screen time world. We want to watch the reels, we want to watch the latest video. No, those things are good, but the reading culture must be encouraged. And this is one of the things we are doing here at the Leadership Mindset, to train leaders, because leaders, true leaders, are readers. Any leader that is not a reader cannot lead effectively. True leaders are readers. Any leader, Uncle Levi, thank you for joining and following me on TikTok. Thank you. So those of you just watching, irrespective of the platform, please don't just watch. Ensure you subscribe on our YouTube channel. Ensure you follow us on TikTok and across all our various platforms. All right. So leadership systems are structured processes. Structured processes. Remember, I had earlier said in our previous teaching that if you don't create structure, you cannot avoid disruption. If you don't, Perez Maria, thank you for joining. If you don't create structure, you cannot avoid disruption. And I said also that disruption, we have the positive disruption and the negative disruption. So in this instance, I'm referring to the negative disruption. So structures are what helps leadership to maintain their systems. So leadership systems can simply be defined as structured processes. You have a structured process as standards. You have standards. Leaders must have standards. You have standards. You also now have frameworks that ensure consistent results. Listen to this. This is the one I love most, irrespective of whoever is involved. So you don't take a decision for A and take the same decision. No, rather, on the same subject, you now take a different decision because it is B that is involved. It simply means that you have no standard. I've seen people, and this is where we feel it most, we that come from the developing world. Where nepotism, where ethnicity is at its peak, where favoritism is disrupting meritocracy, where people cannot get things on the strength of their merits. So it's a society that is low on standard. So for leaders to be effective, you must have leadership systems. You must develop leadership systems that is structured. You see, those very close to me will attest to this fact that highly principled, and I have standards. Zero tolerance for those who tell lies and those who support lies. Because I've come to discover that one of the things that destroys our society is the inability of most persons to speak the truth, especially when it involves someone that is beneficial to them or someone that is close to them. That is the worst part of leadership I've discovered in our time. The inability of people to speak the truth. For God's sake, I said in an event earlier today, I said, look, you go to Brazil, you go to Japan, you go to Morocco, you go to anywhere, the truth remains the truth. That's why truth is timeless. Even the Holy Scripture says you cannot do anything against the truth, but for the truth. It also says that you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So the truth. So you see leaders just lie to their followers. You see leaders just mislead people. So any leader that cannot own up, you see, this is not a call to perfectionism. No, it's not a call to, it is a call to uprightness, to standards. I can't forget this. A few months back, a highly respected elder statesman said to me in a conversation over something, and he said that he does not trust himself. What? I'm yet to recover because I had huge regard for this fellow. And I said, I was stunned. I said, look, referring to himself, said he does not even trust himself. So then imagine a leader who has openly confessed without pressure, without coercion, without intimidation, without any force, willingly stating that he cannot even trust himself. Then imagine such persons in position of leadership, the kind of leadership that we will get. So listen, leadership systems is what differentiates between effective leaders and ineffective leaders. Leadership systems. So today is a clarion call. Please take it down in your notes that you will ensure that you build your leadership systems. Just identify 2 or 3 pillars that will be holding you accountable to this leadership system. And it is my expectation that by the end of this teaching today, in fact, even if we just end this teaching today, I think somebody must have gotten the message already the way it is. Listen, if results depends only on you as a leader or as a person, then your growth is limited. It doesn't matter your state. It doesn't matter the stage you are in life. Remember that at the Leadership Mind School, we believe and we teach that everyone, including you watching, that you are a leader. You can become a leader. You have all that it takes to lead effectively. The only thing you need in addition is to balance the knowledge and get the needed push and drive to actualize it. Because enough is enough to talking leaders. We need doing leaders. We need action leaders, actionable leaders. Listen, again, today we'll be talking in this segment now about leadership efforts and leadership systems. Some leaders are very good at putting efforts into everything they do. Good, beautiful. But any effort that is not being put in under systems cannot yield the desired results. So you need a system that we envelope the effort you are putting in. And I'm sure somebody will be seeing might be seeing the missing link here now, that you've been putting in a whole lot of effort, but perhaps they are yielding results, but not yielding maximum results. For those just joining, please welcome to this live session from the Leadership Mind School. I'm Dr. Bright Omoregie, the founder and the lead facilitator of this global school of learning, specifically for leaders and emerging leaders. So effort-based leadership will always deliver for you inconsistent results, because you just do it the way you feel, you just do it the way you like, you are not controlled by systems. You are not okay, let me give another illustration on this system thing. I think this illustration will sit down well with virtually everyone. Just imagine a little child, or your child, as the case may be. The child wants every freedom he or she can get. But you agree with me as parents that it is not all freedom that the child desires that the child should get. So parents build systems around children that will enable them to flourish. So those control measures you put, the child wants to go to the park to play, maybe it's sunny, you say you can't go, it's sunny. Control measures. Maybe the child wants to go to a friend's house, you are not sure of the character of that friend, you say no, you can't go. Systems. Where you lack systems, any child that lacks these systems, you agree with me that the outcome of such children is only by the grace of God. The outcome of those children such kids are terrible. Courage to bring there, you are welcome. The outcome of those kids are terrible. So systems serves as checkers for leaders. I'm sure you've heard say absolute power corrupts absolutely. So everything has limits everything must be built with limitations. That's where systems come into place. So effort-based leadership is the over-dependence on a leader. No system should over-depend on an individual for sustainability. And this is why one of the ways to know good leaders is their ability to quickly, urgently raise other leaders. Whereas some leaders, in fact, in my leadership journey so far, sometimes those that have been privileged to serve, because I see leadership as service, to serve under me, they are amazed because I open everything up to those that are within. I open it up. I mean, to the extent of what they need to know per time. Sometimes leaders don't expose followers or their subordinates to everything, because sometimes when you see everything, everything you see may break you or may discourage you. But this does not mean that leaders should hoard information. Leaders should hoard the much needed knowledge because tomorrow you might not be there. So what then happens when you are not there? So this is why system-based leaders, they are predictable. They have predictable outcomes. To tell you the truth, I've been so privileged to have served in several organizations, including some multinational organizations, within the past 12 years. And I can tell you for free that in each of those organizations, systems were properly put in place to operate, to ensure that such organizations operate seamlessly. Because if you truly love what you do, if you are truly a genuine and a good leader, you cannot watch what you put in your time to go down the drain without putting in an effort. So, effort is what creates results, but it is leadership system that sustains results. You need to put in effort into your leadership, into your job, into everything you do. You need to put in effort. What are we doing by this teaching every Saturday? Effort. Sometimes, like today, is never convenient, but effort. As a matter of fact, I thought I would be so late today, but effort. Effort keeps generating results, but you need systems to sustain the results that are already generated. All right. I don't know. I'm sure most of us, I can see most of my people online today are majorly Nigeria, but I'm sure, yes, okay, I can see you, Pablo from the US, and a couple of others. Thank you. All right. For those of us familiar with McDonald's, in the early 19th century, Ray Kroc was the one that initiated the systems that made McDonald's to scale and continue to scale to the present stage it is today, making it one of the global, the leading global food market in the world. So not by efforts, but by replicable systems. Let me tell you, your effort cannot sustain you longer than a moment. The systems properly built today will sustain you for the long time. Efforts, they are beautiful, but they cannot take you beyond the images. But systems, well built, will take you into the short term, the medium term, and take you well ahead of the future. I believe that every genuine leader must be eager, must be interested in building a system that lasts. Because for me, and I think for you too, why build it if it is not going to last? All right, let me do quick recognition. Architect Minas, thank you. You are doing amazing job for me. If you are on the TikTok segment, Monday David, I can see you. Chioma Chigozie on Facebook. Blessing Alu Mona, you're doing well. All right. Fan, Oyinye Sarah, the great community. Thank you. So please let's keep sharing. Let's keep liking them. Do everything to promote this live session, irrespective of the platform that you are viewing from. And the most important thing for me is that this teaching makes impact in your life, in your journey, because we need to raise global leaders. We need people that will stand the test of time. Enough of the deceit, enough of the lies, enough. What does it take to build a system? Just for you to say, okay, these are my core values, this is what I will abide with. Because if you don't have systems, sincerely, you will be limited. If you don't build system around your life, around your organization, you are self-limiting yourself. It's as simple as that. So hard work can start growth. Please listen to this. It's good to work hard. As a matter of fact, I worked so hard. So in fact, sometimes I need to press myself to get some sleep. That's how hard I work. But only systems can sustain your hard work. You can be working hard, but if you are not building, if you don't build a system, no matter how hard you work, everything will go down the drain someday. A man that builds system and works less will do better than a man that works hard and fails to build system. Patience, Nana, long time, you are welcome. Thank you. So that is a man or an organization or an individual that focuses on system building will do much better in the immediate and in the long term than the organization or the individual that focuses on hard work. So we must be very interested. We must put in so much in building systems. I tell people, if it will take you 60% of your time, your organizational time, your leadership time in developing system, please do it. And because the remaining 40% will become more effective when plugged into a system that has been built. There are some organizations that have been working on, some startups have been building for the past 2 years, building systems before launching. It's like digging a solid foundation. It's like digging a solid foundation. Nana Felix, I can't forget you. I can't. That's why I recognize you immediately. So welcome back to this live session. You are welcome. All right, so let's proceed. So in this next segment, we shall be dealing with components of effective leadership system. What are the components? These are the parts. Let me break it down. You know, someone said some time ago that the English is quite much. It's not my fault. Please pardon me for that, but we are breaking it down. Sister Uzoma, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank God for your life. Thank God for the life of your family. Congratulations. You will continue to win. You will never go down. All right. So components are just like parts. What makes up, what forms the leadership system? Because if you don't know what to do, the truth is you will always struggle. You will always struggle. You will always struggle. If you don't know what to do in any area of your life, you will always struggle in that area. So number one component in creating effective leadership system is clear processes. Again, I cannot but reference the developed world versus the developing world. You see, where things are working, you see things are very clear, unambiguous. If the system tells you A is A, you don't need to ask, is it capital letter A or small letter A? No, you don't need to ask because the processes are clear. Thank you, Pastor Rufus on YouTube. Thank you, thank you. I'm sorry I was to call you earlier today, in fact, over the week. Thank you. The engagement are so hectic. Thank you. See you tomorrow also. Thank you. God bless you for coming live. So now, clear processes in your organization. Do you have clarity? First, in your life, because you see, it is individuals that forms an organization. It is individuals that becomes leaders. It is practically impossible for you to fail as an individual and succeed as a leader. It is practically impossible for you to fail in your home, then end up to come and be a success in the leadership space. No, the processes must be clear, unambiguous, clarity. Okay, Martha, I can see you on YouTube. I thought I saw you also on TikTok, right? All right, good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is it. So let's keep building the energy in the room. So clear processes. This is defining the way things are being done. Defining the way things are being done. Listen, if you don't define it, people will define it for you. If you don't define where you are going, people will tell you to go another road that leads to where it looks like it. So clear processes is important. Secondly, and very crucial to me, for me, is standards. What are your standards? What are your organizational standards? Someone said I was rushing sometime for this live session by 8. And I said, no, be live. Is it not live? You can anytime after 8. I said, I just looked at if I couldn't just talk. I said, for me, 8 is 8 standard. I know 8 my time is 7 your time for those streaming from West Africa. So time, as little as these things, as little standards are those little things that now sums you all. Baba T, thank you on TikTok. Thank you everyone. So standards. What are your quality benchmarks? What are the things you take? What are the things you take that you cannot, and the things you cannot take? You know, those who set standards are easily seen by those who have no standards as being proud. Those who set standards, who abide by their standards, are easily seen by those who lack standards, who have no standards, as being proud. But in any case, please maintain your standards. Maintain your quality benchmark. Maintain it. Number 3, we're talking of the components. Component is just big English. Parts. What makes up effective leadership system. Thirdly is roles and responsibilities. Listen, everyone within your organization, within your space, must know their role around you. No ambiguity. Who is to do what? Who is to do X? Who is to do Z? Very clear. Because where, in the absence of clarity of roles and responsibility, there are likely to be friction, and there are likely to be negative friction that hinders growth, that hinders productivity. Love it, thank you. Kelvin, thank you. Juliet, I can see you doing very well. Thank God you're doing well. Genesis, thank you for joining. Thank you, every one of you. I appreciate you all. So, lastly, the last component is you must measure what you are doing, measurement. That is tracking your performance. How are you doing within your leadership space, within your organization? What you don't measure, you cannot scale up in. You cannot improve upon it. How did I perform last month? How am I doing this week? It helps you because leadership is also about projection. This is where I am, this is where I want to be. That is why it is commonly said that what is not defined cannot be repeated. Wow, thank you. My amazing people are in the house. This house is filled today. I'm so excited. Thank you. So what is not defined cannot be repeated. That's why in the world, in the scientific world, they are not just interested about the end result. No, they are interested about the processes. Why? So that others can replicate your findings. Others. That's why science is different. A good scientist, they don't talk much, they do much. So others can replicate what you have done. And this is why systems brings clarity. Systems brings clarity. It makes things clear, unambiguous. Where effort can create confusion, effort can always create confusion. But systems always bring clarity because everyone knows what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. Everyone knows what to do, how to do it. Everyone knows what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. So if you are a leader of a team, an organization, you are still struggling to get people to know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, then you need to wake up. Sincerely, one of the things about this leadership that I tell hard truths, irrespective. If you put the president of any nation here, of course, I've been so privileged to have had some encounters with some presidents of nations in engagement. I tell hard truths. You may like it or not, but what satisfies me is the truth I've told. What gives me joy in above all other things is telling the truth, especially when no one else wants to say it. That is, in fact, I've just given out my secret code tonight. So what gives me joy is my ability to tell the truth, irrespective of, no sir, thank you, you're welcome, to tell the truth. And that should be part of our systems. Because lies will always disrupt things in the negative. Remember, even if you go from the biblical age, how did we get to where we are? Someone told a lie in some garden, and obedience came, and the whole world is in chaos. So today, people are destroying their lives see, please take this from me, dear viewers. Even when you are wrong, just admit. It will help your integrity, it will help your spirit, and it will help your leadership journey. When you err, when you are wrong, quickly just apologize. They won't kill you for it. But you see, the lie you tell today will be the prison that you have to face tomorrow. So why leaders avoid systems? This is the third segment of this teaching. Why do leaders avoid systems? We have been talking about leadership systems, and it's very obvious that it's key to effective leadership. It's interesting, it's good, it's the best way to go. But if leadership system is this good, then the next question is, Why are leaders? Why are they ignoring it? Why are people not committed to building systems? This is the segment. This is what we'll be treating in this segment. Why leaders avoid. I see, especially in our country, most of all came from Nigeria, in the third world nations and all the developing world. You will see someone have lived in the United States, in the UK for 10 years, 20 years. In fact, I think even our president today has lived in the US. So when they return back, at least you expect them to do little of what they've seen. So why are we enjoy the system in the Western world, but we cannot replicate them at home? It's a multi-million-dollar question. Why leaders avoid systems? Number one, leaders avoid systems because they are impatient with the system they met. Listen, there are systems, so everywhere you are governed by systems. Either you create your own or not, you are working by someone's system. That's why you are safe when you build and create your own system. I think it's important I clarify this point. Everyone is operating under a system. Some are not even cognizant of that fact. Some don't know that they are operating under a system. Everyone, take this down again. Everyone on the surface of the earth is operating under a system. But the question is, what system? Gone are the days they say, what the person don't know, what you don't know, it will not affect you. No, what you don't know can affect you. Ignorance is not an excuse. I'm sure the legal minds have found that ignorance of the law is not an excuse. So, number one common reasons why leaders avoid system is impatience. Most leaders are not patient enough to build a functioning system. Of course, in our world, especially this generation, already made generation, follow come generation. So nobody wants to take the time to build a system that will work for them, a system that will stand out. So impatience is a major reason why leaders avoid building effective systems. Number two is the drive for control. Is the drive, the desire for control. Because leaders they focus more time, energy, and resources towards what will put the people, their subordinate, under subjection, than to build a system that will be free for all. I hope you got that. They build a system. Number two, I said desire for control. Look at it. Look around you. Most leaders around you. Leadership, most of the leaders, especially in the third world, I'm addressing this to the third world now. The leadership is designed for control. When they cannot control you, it becomes a problem. When you cannot fit in, it becomes a problem. That is why even in leadership selection, you can see the all manner of characters that are being put up out there for leadership. Everyone, thank you, Chioma, everyone wants to be in control. So they fail leaders, the desire for control has already darkened their mindsets, that they now lack desire for building effective systems. Chinazo, thank you. You are welcome. Number three, why leaders avoid building effective system. It is lack of knowledge. Because what you build in many cases you own. So you see, the issue of even the control is even foolishness at its peak. Because when you build systems, your name can hardly be erased from what you built genuinely. So that's why lack of knowledge comes in. Lack of knowledge, my people perish. They suffer for lack of knowledge. Leaders avoid building systems because they lack knowledge. I tell you this under God, and it's a fact from, I think, a couple of persons here have been around me for a while. Anywhere, in fact, if I go into an office today, this after observing the environment, they too, I start putting system in place that will ensure things operate with or without me. What are you controlling? What do you seek to control? The highest form of control is to build a system that works for all. To build a system that works for all. So, lack of knowledge is key. Number four is comfort in everything. Growing up, we always hear, leave your comfort zone, comfort zone. Nothing like comfort zone again, no. So most leaders avoid building systems because they are still in their comfort zone. You know what it means to build? Building requires work. Thank you. Let's talk on TikTok. Building requires work. It is work, hard work, real work. There are certain buildings may take 3 months, some may take 1 year, some may take 6 months, some may take 2 years, some take even 5 years, depending on the depth, the quality of such building. So you that is building a skyscraper, you've been building it, or a 2-story building, a 3-story building, in terms of structural building now. Don't be dissuaded by the one that is just building a bungalow and has finished erecting everything, has even moved in after 6 months. No. Yes, his celebration is good, but when it is your time to celebrate, you building the super structure, the high rising, your celebration and your benefit shall be profitable, more profitable and much more beneficial to the world. So leaders must leave their comfort zone. Listen, controlling people may feel safe today, and this is where most of us get it. We miss it, rather, most leaders. Mr. Sifo Umseleko said a few years ago at a conference in Santin, Johannesburg, while he was addressing a group of future leaders. I can't forget, he said, most of you leaders, I quote him, Professor Sifo Umseleko, you can Google him, is the founder of the Global Business Roundtable in Johannesburg, South Africa. He said, most of you that seek to hinder the growth of your subordinate or those around you, you said, with or without you, they will succeed, they will grow. But the painful aspect is that you will not be part of the story. Today, in fact, I hear people, when you succeed, success has so many children. Today, I will hear this one say, it's the one that made me, it's the one that made that one, it's the one that made that. So, it's amazing. When you succeed, everybody wants to associate with you. But in your formative stage, nobody cares if you are even there. But this should be an encouragement to you. This should be a motivation to you that I will rise, I will build, I will lead, and I will stand the test of time. Because comfort, control feels safe. Again, this is a note to leaders. Control might feel safe today, But that thing is what will limit your growth. So if you refuse to build systems, please listen to this. If you refuse to build systems, it means you choose to remain overwhelmed. It's not difficult. That's why I want to take this teaching to heart. You might be a student, a lecturer, an artisan, whatever, a civil servant, an entrepreneur. Please build systems. A family person, please build systems and ensure that your system is always checking everything that you do. Lastly, we are going to the last segment, which is titled How to Build Leadership Systems. We have talked about, we've defined leadership systems, we've talked around it, the components and everything, because what is lacking in most of our teaching is our inability to practicalize what has been taught, what has been learned. So this is now the technical know-how, and I'm sure somebody will be taking notes, and I want to we will be so glad to get your feedback on this. So number one, how do I build a leadership system? Remember, leadership system is not limited to organizations. It's important for you as an individual, a husband, a wife, every category of person is very important. So number one is to identify. The first step you must take is to identify repetitive activities. That is, identify the things you do consistently. What do I do? What's my daily routine like? What do I like doing? What do I love doing? What's my schedule? What am I doing? Vicky Obona, you are welcome. Smart Angel, you are welcome. Usman Bello on YouTube, you are welcome. Loseye, Loluebo, Mercy on TikTok, everyone. In fact, great persons on TikTok everywhere. Thank you. You are all welcome. Now, so identify. Okay, now in the comment section, please, everybody drop what is that thing you do almost all the time. Let me see it in the comment section. Identify consistent habits. Yes, I love the way Faith you put it. What do you like doing consistently? Let's drop it in the comment section. What is that thing? Yes, Smart Angel, thank you. Good to see you. You know, when I see Smart Angel, I'm always excited. When I see every one of you, I'm always excited, because why? You all will share your story of amazing leadership very soon, that the whole world will see it. Don't worry, it doesn't matter where you are today. What matters is your vision. All right. See you next time. My data is very low. Oh, Osman Bello, so sorry. Sorry about your data. Sorry about that. Okay. Honestly, you have inspired me a lot. Thank you. Thank you, Smart Angel. Okay, Talcat said, be a good leader. No, I said, the question is, what is that thing you do repeatedly? What is your repetitive activity? Yes. What is that thing you do? Samuel, thank you. Thank you. So if you are just joining our live session on TikTok, ensure you follow the Leadership Mind School now. Just follow us, and on YouTube also subscribe. Put on the notification button. Every Saturday, 8 p.m. Central European Time, 7 p.m. Nigerian local time. We are live every Saturday, except otherwise stated. So thank you. Faith said, I like to read books, especially novels, consistently, and I have picked up crocheting as a hobby as of late. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Thank you, everyone. So let's proceed. I said number one, identify the things. You see, your strength lies in what you do regularly. Your strength lies in what you do repeatedly. What do you do often? What is that thing you do regularly, effortlessly? For example, now me, I can teach from now to tomorrow. I think I can. All I need is just a cup of water, a glass of water, and I think I'm good. All right. So just you need to know that's the first step, and you need to write it down. Please take note of this. What I do repeatedly, you need to identify it. We are talking of how to build effective leadership systems. We are putting the blocks, the bricks, and the blocks together now. So step 2 is to document the process. What is the process? Like, for instance, Faith said she loves to read. So what is the process? There must be a process. Do you read? Rose, thank you. TikTok, thank you, every one of you. Do you read online books? You go to the bookstore. Oh God, yeah, I can see you. Amazing family. Thank you, everyone. So document the process. Listen, write it down clearly. If there is one thing, though I think I tried in a way, but if there is one regret I have is my over time, especially when it comes to pictures, I haven't been documenting some great moments because I never just felt it was necessary. I never really liked it. But for the sake of it, it's important. Document the process. Because if the process is well documented, no one will argue about the outcomes. No one will argue about the outcomes. Thank you, Faith, for your response. So always learn to document the process. Always write it down clearly. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of books, a lot of journals, a lot of notes for different purposes. So write down. Get your pen. Let your pen be your best friend. By your bedside, always take notes, because your brain is carrying a lot of things that the retentiveness may be, So but when you write something down, it is easy for you to follow up on. Yes, thank you, Smarty. Yes, pictures is for keeping memories. So yes, but it's an open confession I made. So when I say a lot of things today, where are the pictures? Because I didn't really see it. There are people that are not the picture type, but now we are getting there because it's necessary. More so now. So document the process. It's important. Picture documentation, written documentation, video documentation. By all means, document it. Thirdly, standardize it. That is, create consistency. Create consistency. Consistency is key. By all means, when what you do consistently, you will get better at doing it. By all means, what you consistently do, you will master. What you consistently do, you will get better at it. So it's important that you create consistency and also delegate. Learn to delegate. In creating, yes, God is very correct. It helps at times. It helps all times, I think. So in building leadership system, delegation is key. As a leader, you can't do everything. You cannot do everything. So you must note it down that I must delegate. Let others execute. As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward to a day when I will have like Musa Faith, I will have Choma Chigozie, I will have someone for Smart Angel, I will have someone just be on the live, and I will equally be watching like this. So delegate. So who is going to take up the challenge? Who will take up the challenge now? We'll be on the live next week. Okay, maybe we'll give you 1 month notice. So learn to delegate, because you never know what those around you can do until you let them do it. You never know what those around you can do until you let them begin to do it. The next step is to always review. You need to review. You need to review what you are doing. Review, an effective review, an effective organizational review always leads to improvements. So review and refine continuously. Always refine your works. Try new things. You know, one of the challenges of leaders is some leaders are too scared to try new things. They are too scared to try new things. Architect Menas, thank you. I think in the next few minutes we'll be rounding up. Divine Victory, thank you, everyone. So learn to try new things. Listen to this, my dear participants. Systems are built. Systems are built. Systems are tested. Systems are improved, but not perfected at once. Systems can be built, they are built. Systems are tested. Systems are improved, but systems cannot be perfected at once. Perfection comes along the process of consistency. So don't seek for perfection, just grow into perfection. Don't seek for perfection. Let us learn to grow into perfection. You see, some persons, they do things today that look effortlessly, but you need to check how long have they been doing it. So even if you've been doing it for long, be more interested in consistency than in perfection. Perfectionism oftentimes has a way to derail you from your purpose. Just ensure that whatever you are doing, you are adding value. You are adding value. Because in any case, in our world today, there's hardly anything you will do that will ever be enough. Nothing you do that will ever be enough. Someone goes to buy a new phone today to please somebody, before you know it, the latest one is out. You get a new car today, before you know it, the latest one is out. You build in the most expensive area of town today, before you know it, another most expensive area of town is here. For those in Lagos, we had Lekki phase 1, phase 2, Banana Island, Yam Island, Rice Island, everything is springing. So whatever you do, nothing is ever enough, but always ensure you give it your best shot, and ensure that whatever you do, you are making impact. Just imagine in a year, you are able to impact one person per day, one person in a week, one person per year. In 10 years, you've impacted 10 lives. In a week, one person per day, 7. So just focus on impact, not on perfection. And in all you do, please learn to document. Document it, structure it, delegate it, and then improve it. In all, okay, thank you, my big brother, my elder brother, my eldest brother. Now it's Eco Atlantic. Yes, I was in Eco Atlantic about 2 years ago. I think my childhood friend is the general manager of that facility, built in the ocean, in the middle, claiming all the waters everywhere there. Eco Atlantic, and you will see phase 1, phase 2. So nothing you do is ever enough. Do your best part time, but at all times be truthful, Be honest to yourself. Build systems. Document. Thank you, Faith. Meet Faith. Document big and small wins. Yes. Always learn to document things. Structure it. Delegate it. Delegate and then improve. And then improve upon things. Please listen. If your leadership depends on your presence alone, if your leadership depends on your presence alone, it is fragile. It is fragile. Meaning, you know what it means by fragile? It can easily break. You can easily lose it. So, if your leadership depends on your presence, it is fragile. If your leadership is built on systems, then it is sustainable. And what we teach at the Leadership Mind School is transformational and sustainable leadership. Any leadership that cannot be sustained should not even be encouraged. Sustainability is the rule of the game. So I'm sure you have a question or two. So I want your question, Jamie Peter. I think this is Ufan, I'm sure, right? Okay, Faith, everyone, please, if you have questions, let's have your questions. Remember, we are live on TikTok, on X, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Amazing, great community here. And I'm sure that this platform has been a blessing to every one of you. Kayode Ranti, you are highly welcome. Architect Menas, thank you everyone. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for turning up. Again, the Leadership Mind School is a leadership training platform. In the next, I know a lot of persons have been sending us mails on our certification programs. Yes, we are not so much in a hurry about that. We are glad with the community we are building, but in not too distant future now, we shall be rolling out our certificates and diploma courses that is certified by the European Union and will help everyone to get various degrees of certifications from the Leadership Mind School. And with my co-facilitators, whom some of you have met, Rosalia Heisfeld from Israel, Paula from Italy, and a couple of others that are also coming in from across the globe. So thank you everyone, and I want you to leave this session today knowing that a system-driven leader is the one that builds results that outlive efforts. A system-driven leader. So live here tonight being a system-driven leader. Be more interested in systems. So, one of the things teaching does, now you are aware, you are more aware of systems. Everywhere is governed by systems. Everywhere is ruled by systems. Believe it or not, acknowledge it or not, that is a statement of fact. So what system are you building? And I'm sure those of us that are not yet cognizant of this fact will begin to do so and act accordingly from this moment. Please, if you have any question, do not hesitate to drop it in the comment section. Our team will be responding to those questions in due time. I want to appreciate all our admins. Everyone, do you recruit teachers in your leadership? Oh, Ngozi, thank you. Beautiful. All right. Yes. We do, though it's not yet publicly open. But if you want to drop, if you want to be part of the teaching at the leadership school, why not? You can send an email to info@the-leadership mind school, or since you're streaming from Facebook, I can see So you can drop me a chat. You can drop us a chat on this official Facebook page. I hope I answered your question correctly, Ngozi, right? You can drop us an email on our Facebook page. You can find our email right there. So drop us a mail. How can you create? Okay, good. I'm seeing a question on TikTok. Thank you. How can you create a system in an organization where you don't pay those that work with you? Beautiful question. All right. Now, it depends. You see, like I said earlier, okay, your name is this Martha. I think this is Martha, right? Okay. Okay, please drop the name of your organization. Let me give a more concise response to that question. So we have a question from TikTok. So if you have a question, please drop it in the comment section. Let's take the next 5 minutes to deal with this question. But those watching afterwards can equally drop questions and we'll deal with that. So the TikToker that just sent a question, okay, Terra Empowerment Foundation, it's an NGO. Okay, beautiful. That's my people. Okay, now how, let me revert back to the question, how can you create a system? Now, remember I said, creating a system begins with you. Every organization is a component of individuals. You as the founder, let me just hit direct to your organization. Terra Foundation. As the founder of the foundation that reaches out to the girl child, across the globe. Now, for the moment, it's a non-paying organization. You don't pay staff, people are working voluntarily. But before recruiting people, you have your core values in that organization. So you must have built your standards. Standard is part of your vision. This is what we want to do. Vision. This is how we want to do it. Vision statements. This is how we stand for, and this is where we are going. So in the middle of all of this, these are my do's and my don'ts. Are you understanding? So these are the things we accept within this organization. So those you are bringing on board will have to read through your vision. We have to see through it and then subscribe if they want to be part of this vision. Because it's not issue of being, if you are being paid, you are paying them or not. For instance, your organization now, I'm into the organization also. But it is your personality that attracts people to you. That's why I said earlier that building system begins with you as an individual. Because you cannot attract who you are not. That's why they say like begets like. So you create systems by putting up structures. This is what we do. This is how we do it. And this is how we want to operate. So, and I've given a breakdown. For those of you just joining, like I said, how to build system, you identify the things you do. Like in your organization, and you go out periodically, to attend to the needs of the girl child, the indigent girl child within the communities. You document all these processes. You understand? And you create a standard. This is what we do. This is what we take. We cannot do this. We will not do this. Clear. You clarify it. And likewise, you can even do Terra Foundation in a different place. You may not be physically there, but you can do it. That is delegation. And periodically, you review all of these steps. You review all of these steps to know where you are done well and where you are lacking behind. So, Martha, I hope document and create standard. Yes. So, you see, the challenge is oftentimes when we start, we want to hit it big in what we do. Dr. Mike, you are welcome. No, just follow, especially for the NGOs. Because in some societies, when they say NGO today, in fact, I was in a meeting earlier today, in a conversation. I know the way with some organizations in the US. The way when they hear NGO in certain nations, it's already a flag to them. So, but this is why you need to architect and innovate in the yes, thank you. So this is why you need to now tailor your system according to your person and according to your vision for the organization. Okay, Mama Sophia, you said, how can you create a system without this? Can you, okay, without, I'm trying to understand the question again. How can you create a system without? Oh, Mama Sophia, I would love to get your question. Okay, so for my YouTube and Facebook community, thank you everyone. I think I need to now focus on this question segment with those on TikTok. So if you don't mind, if you want to continue the conversation, those on YouTube and TikTok, you can join us the next 5 minutes before we end the stream on YouTube. But for now, please ensure you like. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on X, ensure you like and share this session with your friends. Intentionally share it with someone, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, put on the notification button, and of course keep watching us. Next Saturday we are here live. So we are ending the live stream now on YouTube, Facebook, and X, and I'll take a few more questions on the TikTok segment. Thank you very much. I love you all.